Good afternoon. Welcome to 24/7 News here in Oakfield, Wisconsin. This is Tyler Hoffman. There's been a lot of talk about nuclear radiation, so I thought I would tell you guys a little bit about what it actually is. Nuclear radiation is when particles and photons emit during reactions that involve nuclear of an atom.
Causes: power plant nuclear radiation made by reactors of the plants. Water is pumped and heated by fission. Nuclear bombs are mixed of chemical explosives, nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, and they are compressed into nuclear material, causing fission and releases massive amounts of energy in the forms of X-rays.
The effects on the ecosystem, the effect that it can have on an environment is actually pretty bad and very dangerous. Nuclear radiation, when in the atmosphere, can cause nuclear fallout, which can affect a very large amount of the earth and can get into certain animal diets, so when those animals eat, they can produce radioactive food or liquids. Be careful, next slide, graphic content.
Effects on the human body. As you can see, radiation does some major devastation to people's bodies. It can cause cancer, skin burns, inflammations, and much more.
How we use it. We use it in creating electricity. Created by reactor cores which heat fission, then pipes feed the steam directly to a turbine to produce electricity. We use it in bombs to defend an attack and it can cause major damage.
Chernobyl, an accident in 1986 killing almost 30 operators and firemen within 3 months, and several more deaths later. 14,000 people lived here, and the majority of them worked at the power plant. It was a cultural center and had mainly Jewish people living in it.
3 Mile Island. As the title says, it is 3 miles long. In 1979, there was a major nuclear accident when nuclear reactor number 2 leaked out. It was the most significant accident in U.S. commercial nuclear power plant history.
Hiroshima was in World War II, and it was a bombing between the U.S. and Japan, and it was in 1945, on August 6th, the Battle of World War II in Japan. With the bombing of Pearl Harbor, we used a nuclear bomb to try to get Japan to surrender. They did not surrender, so later we moved and bombed Nagasaki. It killed 90,000 to 146,000 people in Hiroshima. Half of the deaths occurred first day burns, radiation sickness, others, and malnutrition. Most were civilians.
The benefits and downfalls, there are a lot of benefits and a lot of downfalls, but you just have to make the decision about it if you like it or don't. One benefit is that it limits the need for a lot of greenhouse gases, which is a key factor in climate change, which is ruining the earth. One more benefit is low electricity cost. Because of how much radiation can be stored and used at one time, it limits the use and need for a lot of electricity. But the negatives could outweigh the positives, as the negatives can have nuclear fallout, nuclear events, just like bombs, that kill big populations and can have a lot of effect on environments, and it could destroy a bunch of trees, species, that stuff are living in the area, and can hurt a lot of people also living in the area. That's the end of the newscast.